Hey cuties, Peachy here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we finally have an actual teaser trailer for the WINX Club reboots coming next year. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. So finally we have a brand new teaser trailer here for the WINX Club reboot that they shared to their YouTube channel just a couple hours ago on the 21st of October. Well, it was Monday, so yeah, it's really cool, and there's actually some more stuff to look at here in this teaser trailer. The previous video that they shared was basically more of a first look video, and then the other video that they shared was really more of a like announcement, I guess. So it is fun that we finally get like an actual teaser trailer here for the new reboot series. So let's take a look here. It starts off with Bloom on her roller skates, you know, going through the park, I'm guessing, of what's the name called of her little town, or like where she lives, Gardenia. So I think maybe it's still called the same. I'm not sure if it's called differently, but every story has a beginning. So obviously this is really exciting because it does seem like in this reboot they are going to kind of be starting from scratch. And then here we see a little bit of action. Actually, this is our first and only shot where we see Stella and Flora in their new fairy outfits, their new fairy forms. They both look so cute. Obviously here we don't have a great look at them, so it is very quick, but basically they are in the same kind of like park like Bloom, and they are fighting against like this huge monster here who I don't know where he came from or what's happening, but yeah, they're here to fight against him, and then he kind of like smashes the ground and makes them fly back so into the bush. So we get a little bit more of a look here at the shoes. They look really cool, some boots, and then the monster looks back and sees Bloom looking at the whole situation from afar. So she watches from afar, and it's interesting, she's like the only person around, like there's no one else, like really there's no one else here. She's the only one. Okay, anyway, so I have to say also she looks different. Obviously I think they have improved and tweaked on the actual models for the characters, and I think it's for the better. So I love her outfit. It's definitely different from what we initially saw from the concept art, and I think from the first looks video that they shared of Bloom. It's a different outfit for sure, and I think it looks better. I like that it's just more casual and it's just very denim, and we have some stars as well. So the monster starts to charge at her, and as a defense mechanism she starts to power up with her flame powers, her fire powers, and so she starts to glow and she exudes all of this fire from her, and then it cuts to with a journey as important as the end. So interesting. So it's a reboot. They are acknowledging it as a reboot. It's the beginning, but also it's a journey is important, just like the end. So it's like they're saying that the previous seasons still matter, but this is still like its own thing. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting. So I guess after the monster has been defeated, Bloom talks to Stella and Flora in their new fairy forms. Here is our better look at them. I have to say that the wings don't look amazing. I don't know why, but they don't look very delicate or, you know, natural. They kind of just look like plastic wings that they have on, you know, in the back. So it looks like a costume, honestly. So I hope the wings just look better in action perhaps. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I think the wings look kind of stale. They kind of look bland, like in the still shots here. So I don't think they look the best. I do like the design. Obviously they have different shapes, you know, Flora and then Stella's, they have different designs on the actual wings, but it just looks kind of fake. I don't know. They remind me of stained glass, you know, so that's kind of interesting, but I don't think they really look like natural fairy wings. So hopefully they look better again when they're moving around. Stella and Flora tell Bloom that she needs to go with them to Althea, I guess, because they saw Bloom use her powers. She gets recruited right on the spot. So that's very interesting. And Bloom's like, oh my god, you want me to go with you where? And so then we cut to, oh, by the way, so yeah, I forgot to mention, but I do think the outfits, they look cool. Flora looks really cute. I like the flowers, obviously. Stella, I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to see the full look, but I think the wand is cute. Something about her face just doesn't, I don't know, doesn't really register as Stella to me. But I do think Flora looks really cute, and I think they look good. Overall, they look good in this new animation style as well. It's just, I think they are perhaps still a little bit rough around the edges, so perhaps it's not like the polished final version of the animation, hopefully. But I think they look good. It's just still like not perfect, you know. They go to Althea, and here is what it looks like. It looks really grand. I love the landscape here in the background. It looks very realistic, obviously, and it's very big. So I do like how it is very accurate to how Althea used to look like in the earlier seasons of the WINX Club series. So I like how it's just very accurate. It looks very cool, and I just want to explore the whole school. So Althea, you know, Bloom arrives. We see all of the other young fairies roaming around Althea, and then we see her with the luggage, so I guess she is permanently moving in right away, so that's very exciting. They even show us a random fairy just flying about, so that's really cool. Bloom gets really excited and says she wants to learn everything she can about magic, and we see the library here that we also saw in the previous trailer. It looks very grand, again, just very big, very vast. I love all the details. And then Flora says, yes, we'll teach you everything we know, everything we've learned. Here we also see a better look at the casual outfits for Stella and Aisha here, or Layla. They both look, again, Layla looks so good. I love the hair. The outfits look kind of good, actually. I'm actually surprised. They look really cute. And then Bloom is like, yeah, I'm just excited to get to know all of you. And then Stella and the rest of the girls come through a portal as she says that. So that's very interesting, how they kind of like, you know, cut these two scenes back to back, because I don't think they actually happen in this order. So I don't know, let's see what happens, how it actually, you know, flows in the first episode. But yeah, I have to say, again, the outfits here look so good and very modern, but still like very classic and stylish. I think they all look like themselves. Like Musa looks like herself, Flora, Stella, I think, you know, she has the most deluxe looking outfit, right, because she is a princess. And then Aisha, she has a sporty look on, and then Tekna, she obviously has a more futuristic look, and I think they all look really good, like, honestly. And I have to say, Bloom looks also much better here with her new outfit as well. I think she matches them better. So it says believe in magic, and then they cut to a other scene where the girls are going on a little hiking trip or something. So I guess they go to explore Althea's forest. I love how they each have their own little, you know, hiking outfits. They look very sporty indeed. Now here we see a close-up of Bloom. She looks really gorgeous, but I also think obviously she looks worried here because this is all probably like very overwhelming for her, you know, having to move, having to find out that magic is real, and also that she has powers that she never knew about. So it's obviously very similar to what they did with the first season, and also very similar to Fate the WINX saga from Netflix. You know, Bloom as the protagonist, always has to go through so much change because she is the fairy who's the chosen one, you know. Now this is interesting. So we see Bloom here traveling through a portal, a purple portal to be specific, and it looks like she just came from a forest of some sorts. It looks like she traveled back to her old school here. Then we have probably like the highlights of the entire video, which is the Trix going through a similar looking portal that just like Bloom's, purple, and they have like new updated costumes on. It's very accurate to the old ones that they used to have, but it's just a little bit, you know, spiced up and updated to look more modern and just fresh. So I think they look so good. Honestly, all three of them look spot on. Like they look like themselves. They look amazing. So honestly, I'm very happy with, you know, with how they look. They look really good. Now, where are they? Who are they talking to? I'm not sure, but it does look like they're making their their first debut in the first episode. And we see Stella using her wand to cast a spell to, I guess, explode some rocks, some debris in what seems to be the catacombs, or, you know, like some underground part of Althea or something. So very interesting. And remember this location because I do think it comes up again later on with the Trix again. So here we see the headmistress, I forget her name, Farah, something Farah. But she basically she's talking to Bloom here, basically reassuring her that she just has to find her true nature, her true power. So, you know, and it says, believe in yourself, obviously very fitting. Here we have our first and only look so far at the specialist. So here's Sky, I think, and then here's Brandon, and then here's Riven. So we don't really get a good look at them, but it looks like they're coming out of a ship. So very interesting. Here's what I was talking about. So here in this location where the Trix are casting a spell, it looks like they are in the same exact location like Stella is, where she also cast a spell. But I'm not sure, again, like in what order this is playing out, because we didn't see the Trix in the shot with Stella. So yeah, weird, but it's the same location. So obviously it's just out of order, but it's very cool seeing Icy use her powers. It looks so cool. Speaking of powers, we see Bloom, you know, power up again here with her fire magic. It looks like she might be like mid transformation here into her fairy form. I'm not sure, but it looks very epic. Believe in the power of WINX. And that's a teaser trailer basically, but we do have a little outro here where someone asks Bloom what WINX actually means, and Bloom explains it doesn't mean anything, and then she does the iconic you know, hand pose. So that's so fun. I love that reference, and she looks really cute actually. Also, we have a reference to her little bunny here. I forget his name, but iconic bunny here. He is, I just love it. So I wonder if the pets are also going to be included in this reboot to some extent, or eventually they will. We also have some sketches here, so that's very interesting. So yeah, coming in 2025, I do think this is very exciting and very promising. I think the entire teaser trailer looked very good. Obviously, it wasn't like the final version. I'm pretty sure it's still like they're still working on it. The animation, it's still like ongoing, but it does look really good. It's not too bad, I have to say. Obviously, we were all kind of worried, like how is it gonna look like, but I think now it's safe to say that they do know what they're doing, and I'm really pleasantly surprised, especially with the reveal of the Trix. They look really just so accurate, and you can feel the character and the personality on those models. So I'm really pleasantly surprised, and I'm definitely like very much looking forward to this new reboot and the new episodes. Also, if you didn't know, the episodes, like the rough sketches, like storyboard animation, like the sketches version of the episodes, like not the finished ones, but like they've kind of leaked. They've leaked so inexplicably. I don't know how, but someone leaked those episodes from this new reboot series, and that's pretty horrible. Again, they were like the rough versions of the episodes, so not finished, obviously, really sketches, like storyboard animations, versions of the episodes, but still, that's really bad. And so I am happy that they did put out this teaser trailer, because I do think it definitely helps to see what we're working with. And yeah, I'm very happy. This looks very good, and obviously I think they're still working on the animation, as they are still gonna release they're gonna release the series sometime next year, so they still have some time. But I think the voice acting is good. I think the outfits look good. I think the like the overall look, set pieces, the backgrounds look good, the textures, the definition, like it's all there. So I like it. I like what I see. And that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to, and of course so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the adulty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.